Hello, my name's Paul and this is Paul's British English. Thank you for watching the video. Today we're going to talk about something which many of my students find difficult, and it's a continuing error for many students. We're going to talk about negative questions. What I'll do is I'll give you an example structure and we'll talk about how to answer the question correctly. So the example structure that I'm going to use is: you don't like chicken, do you? You don't like chicken, do you? Now, this in English is classed as a negative question because of the word don't. So you don't like chicken. That makes it a negative question. In English, unlike a lot of other languages, if you want to answer a negative question, you have to agree with the negative in your response. So if you don't like chicken, if chicken is something that you hate, if chicken is a type of food that you don't like, if somebody says, you don't like chicken, do you? You would agree by saying, no, I don't. And you would keep your tone of voice quite level. It's an agreeable tone of voice. So no, I don't. So you can tell by my tone of voice there that I'm not disagreeing, I'm agreeing. Okay. And I'm agreeing with the negative by using the word no. So to agree with a negative question, you use the word no. So just one more time. You don't like chicken, do you? No, I don't. That's the correct way to answer that question if you agree with it. If you disagree with this, because the question is a negative, you have to agree using a positive, which is quite strange for many students, particularly students that speak maybe Korean as their native language. So again, the question, you don't like chicken, do you? If I'm disagreeing with that, I have to say, yes, I do. But my tone of voice would change here. My tone of voice would go up. Just simply because I am showing that I disagree with the negative question. I'm showing that I disagree with the negative question by saying yes, which is a positive, but I'm also showing that I disagree with the negative question by changing my tone of voice. So let me show you. You don't like chicken, do you? Yes, I do. So you can see that I'm using the word yes to disagree with a negative word, but I'm also raising my tone of voice to show disagreement. This is something that British people do a lot. They use negative questions quite a lot. Now, so far in the example that I've shown you, I've actually used a tag. So I've said, you don't like chicken, comma, do you? Now, do you is the tag. That would be the full question with the statement, the comma, and then the tag on the end. But quite often in spoken English and in formal English, the tag is missed off. So it could be asked as a question like this. You don't like chicken? Which is actually a statement structure, but I'm asking a question by raising the intonation at the end. So again, to agree, I would say, no, I don't like chicken. To disagree, I would say, yes, I do. Yes, I like chicken. That's disagreeing. Okay. So, in English, the negative question is answered with a negative and a steady tone of voice, an agreeable tone of voice, if you agree. If you disagree, the negative question is answered with a positive, so you would answer using the word yes, and you would raise your tone of voice to show disagreement. So you can practice this with any negative question. So it doesn't have to be about chicken, it could be about anything you like. So, you don't like football, do you? No, I don't. Yes, I do, to show agreement or disagreement. You don't like tennis, do you? No, I don't. Yes, I do. So agreement and disagreement. So agreement to a negative question is with a negative response, so the word no, and also a relatively steady, agreeable tone of voice. Disagreement, you agree with a positive word because you're disagreeing with a negative question, and your tone of voice would go up. My recommendation with this is to practice it. So try and practice this maybe in the mirror to try and get a natural response. And then every time in the future you're asked a negative question, just try and think, English works a little bit differently with these questions than perhaps my native language. Okay. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, you can subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. You can subscribe to us on Facebook. You can find us on Naver Blogs. And we have our own website, which is www.paulsbritishenglish.com. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.